A very good morning to you all children of class 5. So after a very long time you're seeing me, isn't it? So lesson 5 we have started. So I am going to make an explanation video of this lesson towards freedom. I would really enjoy to explain you all this personally in a class, but it's really unfortunate, children. I could have told you more and more about this freedom fighting, how we got the independence, how the people fought for it, and how many of them have sacrificed their lives. See, that is called, determination. When you want to do something, you have to do it. That's it. If the people in those days, the great leaders like Gandhiji, Nehru, many thousands of people sacrificed, they died for the sake of our freedom. That's the reason why we are living like this happily, but still so many problems we are facing, isn't it? We have to be strong to face all these problems, like how those people faced. They were killed, they were beaten, they were not given food, clothes, nothing. They were treated very badly, but still they were really serious about the independence to our country, and they fought till they died. So that is called willpower, children. So now India has always been towards freedom. India has always been famous for spices. India is always rich in many things. So the Indian soil is very rich in minerals and very rich in fertile soil we had. So from the beginning, we would have nice crops like spices, textiles, even the cotton we would grow a lot, and we would make cloth and jewelry, pearls. All these things were really very rich in all these things. So the people who lived in other countries like Arab and European countries and all these people, those are surrounding countries, they were keeping an eye on our riches. So they want to take away all these riches to their country. So first Arabs started coming into our country and taking away all the nice things from our country, and they would use the people of India as slaves and work for them and make work for them. So all these things were happening, and other countries also started doing the same. And one of the country was British. British is nothing but England. London is the capital of England. So these people, the French also, the people of France also traveled to our country to loot our country. And the people of Portugal, people who are living in Portugal are called Portuguese. Dutch are the people who are living in Holland. It's a country, European country. So these people, the British was very strong. The people from the British were very strong. They shooed away all the other country people away from here, and they started ruling our country, India. And they started using our people, our crops. They would grab away from the farmers, and they would take away all these things to the crops which were grown here, cotton especially, indigo. Indigo is another one which gives the color, everything. For everything they use indigo, like paints, colors, whatever watercolors you are using, all these things also, and cloth, coloring the cloth, all these things they use indigo. Indigo is a kind of a plant, and they use these leaves to change the color, combinations of color. So they traded means they did business from here to their country, and they took away all the cotton, indigo, and spices, jewelry, everything they would take from here, and they would sell for high prices in other countries. And the cotton, they would make a cloth. They would weave the cloth, and they would make cloth, and they would the cheapest, the not so good cloth, they would bring it to India and sell it here. And the nice fiber, nice cloth, the textiles would be sold to other countries for high prices. And this British company, which was set up in our country is called English East India Company. The company bought goods cheaply from India. They would pay very less to the farmers here and they would take away to their countries and sell for high prices. They would get lot of money there. And the company bought goods. Yes, this resulted in huge profits for the company. So they earned a lot of money by doing this, cheating our people here, and they would take away all the good things there to their country and they would live in luxury with all nice things. And little by little the English East India Company established control over the whole of India. The whole India they started slowly occupying, and they started making their establishment here. Taking advantage of the lack of unity among the Indians, the British conquered large parts of India and established their rule. Even the kings were there in those days. So they conquered all those, they defeated the kings and they took away all their land, the kingdoms, and they started ruling. The Britishers started ruling India. Discontent among Indians. Discontent means not very happy. They were very disappointed. We have so much, but still we are struggling for so many things. They had that in their heart. Once the British were firmly established in India, they exploited the farmers. Once the Britishers started ruling the Indian land, they started cheating the farmers more and more, and they started taking away all the crops and all the things from here. And even the craftsmen means the people who work like carpenters, all the people like painters, builders, constructing work people, they construct different things beautifully. So all these are called craftsmen. The farmers were made to pay very high taxes. We have to pay. Even now we are paying taxes to the government to live happily. Even to travel on the roads, we are using the roads, we pay the road tax. We are occupying the piece of land here and constructing a house. We are paying tax for that. For everything we pay tax. So like that, those days also the Britishers would collect the taxes, but in high ranges. They would collect high taxes even during floods and droughts. Even the farmers would have the problem with heavy rains, like floods and drought. They would have drought is when they don't get rains and the land becomes dry, the crops don't grow. That is called drought. One more word for drought is famine. 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 Remember this word. New words. I am giving you different words for one word, okay? So droughts, even during when they don't get rain, the crops don't grow. So that time also they would force the farmers to pay the taxes. So these things, children, I think you all have read. I am still reading once again. You also, when you are watching the video, just switch on the video and then look into the textbook. You also go through the lines and then you will understand it better. They forced to grow indigo. They would ask the farmers to grow. You must grow only indigo crop, no other crop. And for some farmers, they would force them to grow cotton. Like that, whatever they want to take from here, they would force the farmers to grow in their fields. And cotton. These were bought at very low rates and sold at very high rates in England and other countries. So they would take this indigo and cotton to their countries. They would transport all this to their countries and they would sell it for high prices there. Thus, farmers in India became poorer. So that is the reason paying taxes and less amount was paid for their crops. So these reasons were the main cause for their poverty. Poverty means for their poorness. Many died due to starvation. You know what is starvation? Starvation is nothing but no food. If they don't have food, people die due to hunger. That death due to hunger is called starvation death. Means no food for them. So that is the reason we tell you all children, never waste food. There are many people in the world who are dying for food. So you must learn to value the food and eat it. Whatever you're given, consume it. Don't waste it. Okay. Thank you, children. I'll post one more video.